What's good? It's your boy Fannon. Sorry, showing up a little late. What's going on, man? Whose tube is this? Mine. What's going on, man? Gregory White, greetings, brother. What's going on? Hit this mute. What's going on, Hyphy? Yes, sir. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. I got to do a Patreon video a little later. Gregory White, what's going on, man? Derek McKee, what's going on? Nino Brown, yes, sir, in the building. Jay Good, what's going on, man? Mr. Tiger, what's going on, man? Rich Mass, morning to you. Hyphy, what's going on, man? Big Dose, what's going on? CB Sports TV, what's happening? Sean Snowden, what's the deal for now? What's the deal with you? I'm good, man. Just enjoying the day, man. Had a good conversation with 78 and with Black Fight Fan TV. B&B, what's going on, man? D 21519, salute. Gregory Wyatt, what's going on, man? Hyphy, today is not a good day for trolls. Don't try us. Yeah, man, you know. God damn, man. I really getting tired. I getting tired of these trolls, man. No Jimmy John's for lunch. It's time to start cutting for the summer. So oatmeal and Brussels sprouts is it. What's going on? 78 in the building, man. What's going on? Salute to you as well, man. Hey, Gregory Wyatt, what's going on, man? He said, keep this thing rolling. Salute to you. 78. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for letting me come on, man. That was a good, I enjoyed that conversation, man. It's really nice to be able to talk to people who, I mean, just have a good conversation, man. Guys can have different points of view and act like they got sense. Whose tube is this mine? The Don. I respect your views and opinions. We're not always going to agree. Bet that. I was wondering about the Patreon this morning. Yes, sir. I just put another Patreon on up. I think I did one yesterday. I'm going to do one today. I might do one related to that topic, but my Patreon that I did yesterday was really more like the conversation about Andre Ward. Because that's a subject that is, you know, what Fred and them going back and forth, that's, you know, that's them, man. They can argue about a post about, you know, Deontay Wilder and whatever. Andre Ward wound up being wrong. So it's kind of, that's the kind of the hilarious part about it. PK Boxing MMA said, excellent conversation on Trill, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm some bright guys, man. And I'm going to tell you, man, the thing that I really like about Black Fight Fan TV is he went and got the Neely Fuller Jr. compensatory code, man. I'm telling you, man, that's a great book. Listening to him to that man talk, that's one of my favorite cats. Kane the bad guy, thank you, man. Yeah, man, it was great. What's going on for now? Great show on Black Fight Fan. Yeah, Black Fight Fan's a good dude. Stay ready. So what's good, OG, my brother? My brothers, man. Great convo. LDBC or nothing. Absolutely. Which is something to you troll ass cats. People don't all think the same way. But unlike some of y'all, we can have disagreements and actually talk about them and not walk out hating each other with nobody calling each other names. You know, nobody cutting each other off. Just having a conversation about what your opinion is, man. This is what boxing is. And it, you know, creeps over into other areas in life. But there ain't no need for all that drama, man. There ain't no need for all that drama. Christopher, man, how you pronounce that? Journey? Salute for now. Keep it rolling the conversation, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me get that going for you. Volcanus, much love in the super chat, man. Much love in the super chat. He said it was good listening to an all-star cast in one setting. Yeah, man, I was blessed, man. It's a blessing to know. It's a blessing to know 78, man, and Black Fight Fan TV. Toot Robinson in the building. What's good, man? Much love, man. Much love in the super chat. Thank you, sir. Hey, Damu Brat, what's going on, man? I supported my local dude Ward 100%, but he's making it difficult. Yeah, man, he put his foot in his mouth. He put his foot in his mouth, you know? But I'm going to tell you, man, I mean, shit, I got a brother that put his foot in his mouth a lot worse than that. And I still love my brother, you know? I still love my brother. I can disagree with the shit out of him, dog, but he's still my guy, you know what I mean? That's just kind of how I view it, but I ain't forgiving. I'm not the forget type of cat, man, and I'm not a big believer in forgiveness. And honestly, I do believe that cats, man, you reap what you sow. You know, if that cat's not right in his heart, if he's not right in his heart, and if he's not right in his heart, then that stuff's gonna wind up. It's gonna wind up hurting him, man. You know. Lauren Belvis, I love the communication in LDBC grown menish. Thank you. Absolutely. Oh, man, thanks, big dogs. I appreciate that, man. Blessing to know y'all as well. Blessing to have good conversations with good people, man, that are mature. I think I said what about Canis, Grand Rising, Fannon, and Chat, and Two Robinson. Not sure if I hit y'all up with that. But let me know what y'all want me to talk about, man. Said Prince Boxing TV 2 special videos. Jeff Lotus, what's up? Yeah, never forget, man. Yeah, okay. Well, check it out. Boxing Prince TV, no doubt. Check it out. I hope we're not talking about what's his face. I'm done with that. I'm done. What's the real topic? Oh yeah, man. The real topic, man. I want to talk about this Deontay Wilder. And actually, man, I just title of shit some shit that whatever we're gonna talk about. Oh, why is Deontay Wilder the most hated? Plus rematch news. Go check out it out on Boxing Prince. Okay, you're asking them. Grown men are supposed to disagree at times. Absolutely. If you never disagree, you're not being honest. Henry Savage, what's going on, man? How you feeling? BFTB, what's going on, man? Yeah, see, I had another good conversation yesterday with BFTB Boxing. Didn't agree about one thing. Think agreed for the most part, man. But you wind up having that stuff happen, man. But look, man, this is what I'm going to talk about. I did a video this morning about this. It's another rumor, right? This is a rumor. I don't know how much Deontay Wilder is going to make in his next fight. But if I know this, if they are calculating $20 million for Tyson Fury and he's getting 40% of the cut, that means Deontay Wilder's getting 30 million pounds. That means Deontay Wilder's getting 30 million pounds. That's 60% of $50 million. So that would make Deontay Wilder, if that's true, that would make him the highest paid heavyweight, right? However they calculate that number, and that number is every bit as real as the number that was given out for Anthony Joshua. But yet cats, I did the video just so I could see. Right now, my Anthony Joshua videos, my Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua videos are like sociology experiments. Let me see if I do the same video about Deontay Wilder as I did about Anthony Joshua, but just switch the names. Let's see if the other people just use arguments that they would have disagreed with about Anthony Joshua. And they just act like Anthony Joshua's numbers are just real. They just real. You know, I got a cat telling me that the WBC rankings don't count. No, I mean, like, those aren't the WBC rankings. Those rankings are after he fought him. Like, man, that shit got a date on the front of it. It's just amazing, man. It's amazing what these cats will do. Are you interested in Leo Santa Cruz returning to the ring this weekend? I want to see the fight. I'm not overly interested in it. You know, the whole 126-pound division for me, man, these guys, I'm a Rigondeaux fan, man. I'm a Rigondeaux fan. I'm interested in him saying he's going to fight Gary Russell Jr. or him fighting Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's the fights that I'm interested in. I've seen Leo Santa Cruz I've seen him in there with Abner Mars. I do believe he fought Carl Frampton. I've seen him. Okay. I want to see him. Dog, that's enough. That is one of the coastingest dudes in boxing, in my opinion, is Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch it. But let me put it this way. I'm more interested in the James DeGale. I'm more interested in James DeGale versus God, dog, why I want to say Nigel Benn. What's that cat's name? What is his name? What's Junior's name? I'm more interested in the James DeGale fight, man. Chris Eubank. I'm more interested in that, dog. Michael Johnson Boxing said the rankings old boy used in his video were BoxRec's overall heavyweight rankings, not the WBC. I don't know who old boy is that he used in his rankings. If you're talking about that troll that bothers me, dog, man, that dude is just God, dog, man. I wish he'd get over his crush. But I don't even pay attention to it. I just know these cats keep talking about rankings like BoxRec rankings as if there's a BoxRank belt. Right? Like, it doesn't matter that Deontay Wilder has to fight people in his sanctioning body. They're in his sanctioning body. That's who he has to fight. He's the WBC champion. If he fights fighters that are not that he's not sanctioned to fight by the WBC, then you're telling me he needs to give up his belt and go fight somebody else, which doesn't make any sense. And you wouldn't ask that of anybody else. But these cats are just starting with the answer and going backwards. There's literally nothing that Deontay Wilder can do that's of any value. There's nothing. Chris Eubank. Yeah, I'm more interested in the Chris Eubank James DeGale fight. I think that's going to be an interesting fight. I like James DeGale and I like Chris Eubank. I know neither one of those guys are the top 168 pounders, but there's interest in that fight for me. I like how James DeGale fights, and I wish Chris Eubank would stop trying to go. I think Chris Eubank really messed up in the George Grove fight for trying to go for the knockout. Because he had a spectacular knockout against, Yeldemir or something like that in the fight before. And I think all of a sudden he started trying to go for knockouts all the time. So I'm hoping he can get back, in the swing of things. Everybody loves Raymond. Fannon, do you think during Mike and Spence live on Fox things big beginning to happen? I'm interested in seeing Doug. You know what? I'm not going to mention this dude's name. Anybody that thinks that the WBC rankings are fake is a liar. They're the WBC rankings. I pulled the WBC rankings. Literally pulled the WBC rankings. How are you going to expose the WBC rankings? You fucking moron. They're the WBC rankings. They're on the WBC website. How do you expose the WBC rankings? By pulling up BoxRec rankings or ESPN rankings? See, at a certain point in time, even if you don't agree with me, you have to admit that my facts are right. You have a right to your own opinion, like the saying goes. You have a right to your own opinion. You don't have a right to your own facts. Okay? You don't have a right to your own facts. I can literally show you where I got those rankings from in real time. I'm not going to do it because nothing that I say is going to matter to people that want you to watch them because you don't like me. Okay? I am not wrong about everything. Okay? Let's just tell you, I'm not right about everything. I'm not wrong about everything. If you hear somebody that disagrees with everything that I say, they're making videos about me, they're a fanboy of mine. Okay? A stalker of mine. You can't expose me showing you the WBC rankings by pulling up BoxRec rankings. And if you're stupid enough to believe that BoxRec rankings matter, then that's on you. You can live in that fantasy world, but nobody else with common sense is going to follow you. Nobody's going to believe that. It's just you can keep doing it till the cows come home, dude. But it's you, by the way. You're the moron. Dog, I'm not going to date you, man. Okay, I'm not going to date you. I'm not going to have you on my channel. None of that is going to happen for you, man. Why are you timing these cats out, man? This guy just needs to be. Does he? Who is this? Look, man. You're a loser. You're a fool. Okay? And it's you, by the way. You're a fool. If you believe that somebody can argue against the actual WBC rankings, then you're a fool. You're a fool. And there's no hope for you. If you believe that, you're a fool. But it's you, though. That's the funny thing, dude. That it's literally you. You're the guy that's making the videos. You don't think I know that you're the guy that's making the videos? That keeps coming to the page, keeps talking about yourself? I know it's you. Dude, go away, man. Go away. Or just go make your videos. But stop trying to pub yourself in my chat, man. What a waste of time, man. Dude, it's him. It's literally this. I beat you because you got thrown out of there. Because you got thrown out. You got thrown out. Okay, I threw you out. I don't want to talk to you. I got plenty of people that don't agree with me. Hey, what's going on, Terrence Jackson? Black apostate. These British dudes are riding AJ's nuts so hard they finally have a champion that isn't a straight. Yeah, these guys though are American guys, man. These are American guys. They can't get people to watch their videos unless they put my name. At least they put my name in it, which is odd to me. Which is really odd to me. Yeah, pretty much, man. What's going on, KO? Yeah, no, you don't time them out. That is what that is, man. It's some sweetie pies, dude. I'll say it. You're attracted to me. I don't know if you're attracted to me like physically attracted to me or intellectually attracted to me. Whatever it is, these dudes are attracted because when I put something out, I can set a timer to when they're going to talk about it. There are guys that make videos all the time. I would never know they made a video because I don't pay any attention to them. I can tell you who I know made a video. I know 78 made a video. I know Black Fight Fan TV made a video, right? I'll know when Fred from Barbershop Conversation makes a video, right? Because these are people whose opinion I care about, that I think, that I respect. Even though I might disagree with them, the reason I listen to them is because I respect them. You dudes listen to me because you ain't got nothing to talk about unless I do it. If I make a video, if I take my time to pull the WBC rankings, right? If I pull the WBC rankings and literally show you the WBC rankings from PDFs, right? PDFs that I download from their site that came out 1 month before the fight actually happened. And in the PDF, I show you the date. I show you the WBC sign on there. I go through all of that. It took me like maybe 2 hours to put that stuff together. And the supporters wonder why I don't do that shit. I don't do that all the time because it doesn't matter what I say. I literally walked through the rankings, literally downloaded them, right? So for example, I could do this, right? I could say, oh, my thoughts on Joyce versus Taverne. I'll probably go with Joyce. Joyce is fresher, right? So look, man, I can do something like this, right? Do I do this? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll tell you, this is where this is how hilarious this is, right? Somebody could say, all right, Deontay Wilder's never fought anybody that's in the top 10. And I could say, because that's what they said. Never fought anybody in the top 10. Then I say, well, Bermane Stiverne was the heavyweight champion. Right? He was inside the top 10. That's one, isn't it? Oh, but no, it's just him. Right? Nobody else. Well, Tyson Fury was ranked number 3 at the time. Oh, no, nobody but him. No, not him. 2, well, Luis Ortiz is ranked number 3, right? Oh, no, no. But it was just those 4. And I show it to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because all they're trying to do is get something to talk about because they don't have anything to talk about. Dude, I know you just go find something to talk about yourself. Come up with a new idea. Come up with some question that you want to answer for somebody else and leave me out of it. You guys are tripping. But I could do that. I could literally show you where I pulled up the rankings, right? And I really should do it. Fannon, I live and breathe Errol Spence versus Mikey. This Texas shootout can't come soon enough. That's what's up. Yeah, dudes are crazy. Like, for example, man, I should do this. I should have some fun with this, okay? Because you're here, sweetie pie. Dumbass dude who thinks that, oh my God, I can show you what some of these cats actually, like what they actually have said about other things. But anyway, Where is this file, right? Let's do something. Let's, for the sake of having fun, I'm going to do something. I'm going to pull up. Should I do this? God dang. Sometimes this stuff is like, whatever. But for the hell of doing it, where is that? It's right here. Okay. You got to always be careful with your personal information because these sweetie pies are real. Okay. So I'm going to look up Dukakis, right? Oh, not who is this? Arthur Spilka, right? Arthur Spilka wasn't ranked in the WBC. I'm lying, right? So this is what I pulled up. You see, this says December 2015. This is the WBC. This is the Cats ranking. As if I was going to go through all of this to figure out that, right? So you see, it says Arthur Spilka here, number 8, right? That's a top 10 guy. Arthur Spilka, right there. Bermain Severn is also in the rankings, and he fought him, right? Alexander Povetkin's in the rankings. Anthony Joshua's in the rankings. You have Joseph Parker in the ranking, but this is the guy that Deontay Wilder fought. This is in December of 2015, right? Now, this is a fake. This is supposed to be, you see that? That's supposed to be a fake ranking, right? Fake ranking. Now, before I do something, I'm not gonna have this all in the screen, but we're gonna look for Arthur Spilka, right? And see if I'm lying about that. Cats are amazing to me, man. Here you go, for my man Michael Johnson. Okay. By the way, you guys can all go to this link and see. Where is this? Ugh, got a link. I'm trying to link. Okay. Here. See this right here? Sweetie Pie. Mr. Fem Fanboy. That's the WBC rankings. I dare anybody to go to that site right there. I put a link in and click on it. Okay? You have the link, right? You have the link. What's going on, man? I didn't even listen to what the dude said, man. Honestly, man, you guys got to tell me. You can't believe me what the dude is saying. It doesn't matter if he was ranked overnight. He was ranked. What difference does it make if he was ranked overnight? He's ranked. The question was whether or not the guy fought top 10 opponents. If he was ranked overnight, that means he was ranked. What do you want me to say? You think Deontay Wilder owns the WBC? He was ranked. Okay? He was ranked. Oh, he was just ranked. Oh, then shut up. He was ranked. But let's just go back to see if I'm lying about the rankings, okay? So if you go to that link and let's just check, because, we love BoxRec, right? What is this? I don't listen to the cat's videos because I know these dudes they're riding off of me, which is crazy. But whatever, man. Cats got to do what they got to do to get attention. Anyway, here we go. All right, so screen share application window, I do believe, is what I want. Okay, so we have an application window. We have the application window up. As you can see right here, you have Arthur Spilka. Okay, Arthur Spilka. He fought on 1/16/2016. Let's just see if Fannon is lying. 1/16. So what month is this? This is January of 2016. So let's see what Arthur Spilka was ranked before this fight. How do we find that? Do you see how this says WBC rankings? HTTPS WBCboxing.com ratings. And what we'll do is we're going to look for the month of December of 2015. See how all these things are already highlighted? That's because that's where I pulled them from. So let's hit this. Now, what do we have here? We have the WBC Council ratings. We have the heavyweight division. See that? Heavyweight division. See this? Arthur Spilka. Arthur Spilka's right there. Did I make it up? Is this the WBC ratings? Is this Arthur Spilka right here? It is. Did I make this up? Do you think that I just decided that I was going to open a website that said WBC.com/ratings/WBC ratings December of 2015? Do you think that I made up that Arthur Spilka fought Deontay Wilder? Let's see, make sure this is Deontay Wilder, that's Deontay Wilder. And that is January 16th of 2016. Do you think that I made that up? That I am capable of this grand conspiracy? Of course not. What am I lying about? It's right there. Now, am I lying that Deontay Wilder is the WBC champion? That is what he says, the WBC champion, right? Let's see if he's the WBC champion. Deontay Wilder, titles held, world WBC heavyweight title. It's right there. WBC heavyweight title. What am I lying about? What am I lying about? What am I lying about? I real time showed you it. Real time showed it to you. If you believe morons that would argue with that, that's just Arthur Spilka. I could go through every single solitary one of them and show them to you in real time from the WBC website. Those are fake rankings? You want to believe the BoxRec? BoxRec, does somebody own the BoxRec belt? Let me get to the super chats, man. Look, man, please don't bother me with these with people like you're not bothering me because I do appreciate your comments. But anybody, if you're just going to grab a mic and start lying and insulting people, you can make a video about anything. If all you're going to do is grab a microphone, start calling somebody a liar, and you start lying, making up stuff. Gerald Washington, I didn't even know. You're telling me somebody said Gerald Washington. The only reason he fought Gerald Washington is because Alexander Povetkin popped dirty. That's a replacement fighter. What the fuck was he supposed to do? He was fighting Alexander Povetkin. Alexander Povetkin popped dirty from Maldonium, and he fought Gerald Washington. What's he supposed to do? Not fight? Stop blocking dudes. We'll block whoever the hell we want to block. I'm telling you, throw people the fuck up out. Yeah, see, you got brainwashed about what? That the guy's ranked? Brainwashed that the guy's ranked? Man, look, when Anthony Joshua loses, when he loses, to whoever he loses, you're going to find somebody else. Your shit's done, okay? Your shit's done because you're not a boxing fan. You're not a follower of the sport. You're not an honest person. And if all you're going to do is just see the way what you want to see and bend any facts to it, dude, you can come up with anything. I can show you the top 10 fighters that he fought. And on top of it, the fact that you would believe that a major championship belt holder didn't fight a top 10 opponent, but yet he has a championship, you are just a fool. You're just a fool, or you're just lying to people who are fools. You're lying to people. And that's why I said it in the video. They're lying. Some of you people just don't know. They're lying. They are lying. And I can prove it to you in real time that they're lying. Deontay Wilder's never fought a top 10 opponent. The only sanctioning body, he's the WBC champion. So if you're saying that he didn't fight a top 10 opponent, you're saying he never fought a top 10 opponent in the WBC. BoxRec is not BoxRec is a privately held company who's got some algorithm by which they say who the top 10 guy is. Do you know who they said the top 10 welterweight was? They said it was Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, and on BoxRec he became the #1 welterweight over Keith Thurman, over Errol Spence, over Keith Thurman, over Sean Porter, and over Errol Spence Jr. Because he beat Manny Pacquiao, he became the #1 welterweight. That's their opinion. It's an opinion that I don't agree with because I have a different system of determining who the top welterweight is, whatever that is. But you're not going to, Anthony Joshua's chin cannot hide behind your intellectual laziness or their blatant dishonesty because they're just lying. The channels that are talking this stuff, they're just lying to you. Eddie Hearn wouldn't say that. I've never heard Eddie Hearn say that. Say Deontay Wilder's never fought a top 10 guy. He never even said that. Eddie Hearn wouldn't fix his lips to say something that's stupid. But you fix your lips to say something that's stupid? At least Eddie Hearn keeps his stuff to something that's fathomable. No, nobody knows Deontay Wilder. Okay. But Deontay Wilder's never, you might as well say Deontay Wilder's not the WBC champion. You might as well say that. Because it makes about as much sense as saying he's never fought a top 10 guy in the same division that he has been a reigning champion for since 2015. 2015. This is 2019. And if just off its face, if you believe that, we know you don't know anything about boxing. And I'm not the one to usually tell people that you don't know anything about boxing. You're just a liar. You're just a flat out liar. If somebody looked at the video that I did and said that I was lying about the rankings, they're a liar because you can see it in the video that that's an actual WBC ranking. And I actually showed you where they came from. But you want to give me an opinion about whether or not the guy should have been ranked there and what the motivation was for the WBC to put him there. You going to tell me what the WBC was thinking? Who are you? Are you Mauricio Sulaiman? If you're not Mauricio Sulaiman, you ain't got any clue why he went into the rankings. You just guessing. I can guarantee you he was in the rankings. Yeah, Antonio Mendoza, of course cats pop dirty, but that's not the question. The question that the video was in response to was, did he fight top 10 opponents? And the answer is yes, he did. Not whether the guy should have been ranked, what the strength of the ranking was, whether or not they were ranked by BoxRec. Who cares if they were ranked by BoxRec? And how do you know what the BoxRec ranking of Arthur Szpilka was in 2015? Because he's not on there now? Who cares about BoxRec? The fact that you bring that crap up tells me it's obvious he's not the BoxRec champion. BoxRec doesn't sanction fights. Trouble is, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Dog, let me tell you, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can show you where that is, but you guys still believe. You don't even believe it. You're just lying. You're lying and you're trolling. You're lying and you're trolling. I never get called a liar more than when I tell the truth. Because that's the easiest way for you to deal with it. Just, he's lying. Now I'm making up the Deontay Wilder. Let's see if Deontay Wilder. Do you think Deontay Wilder was stupid for not taking not covering the Anthony Joshua Joseph Parker fight? Remember that? How he was going to ruin his marketability and nobody would ever know him. And if he didn't do this and do what Eddie Hearn said, he was going to fall apart. Has he fallen apart? Has he fallen apart? Has he gone broke? Is he less known? No, not at all. In fact, Anthony Joshua is coming to him, coming to the U.S. All he's got to do is get past Tyson Fury. He gets past Tyson Fury in the second fight, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But you guys want to put on videos of somebody somebody not knowing who Deontay Wilder was back in 2014 on a Showtime special or a pre-fight thing for Showtime with Mark Cragle in 2014 and act as if it's the same as what he is in 2018. It's like I go and look, and if I catch a video of whether or not somebody knew who Anthony Joshua was in the UK, so nobody realized who he was in 2010, 2 years before he won an Olympic gold medal. But honestly, who cares? You guys are trying to argue, the same morons argue that Deontay Wilder doesn't know how to box. If you listen to somebody that would tell you that a man with a major championship belt, with the WBC championship, 8 title defenses of the WBC championship, and an Olympic bronze medal cannot fight, and a guy that had 1 million people watch him on TV that nobody knows him, and you believe this moron, you're a moron, not him. He might actually be kind of bright because he figured out how to get some fucking morons to listen to him or her. Because that's a real big sales job to get somebody to believe that. I can't even say that those guys are dumb. The channels in the UK, because they're smart enough to convince you of that shit. They obviously are putting together a good enough argument where they can convince somebody with a brain that has enough sense, enough intelligence to know how to put food in their mouth, that a man that fights in front of 1 million people is unknown. That a man that has made $2 million in a fight is broke. That a man that has won an Olympic gold medal, Olympic bronze medal, a major championship belt, defended it 8 times, doesn't know how to box. What kind of moron are you? What kind of moron are you? And I mean this truthfully. What kind of idiot are you that you would allow somebody to convince you of that? That's like somebody telling you that the sun isn't in the sky. No, that sun isn't really in the sky. No, that's not the sun making you hot. You know, yeah, I know you're drowning, but that water ain't wet. Man, you're a moron. You're a moron. And you walk around thinking that anybody else, that people with common sense wouldn't think you're a moron. Do you think I would try to convince you that nobody in the UK knows Anthony Joshua? There was 90,000 people in the stadium that watched him fight. I know somebody knows him. Do you think I would try to convince you that Anthony Joshua doesn't know how to box? He's a gold medalist. Of course he knows how to box. Deontay, he's never fought a ranked opponent. He won the heavyweight title against Charles Martin. Charles Martin was the WBC champion. Excuse me, was the IBF champion. Of course he fought a ranked opponent. I could call him ass juice. I could call him a coward. I could say that he's a liar. I could say all those things about him because those are my opinion. I can never convince you morons of the same thing these people convince you of. You sit up there in the UK and you believe the stupidest things that you could possibly be told. And you repeat them. A man that has 1 million people watch him on TV is unknown? How is that possible? A man with 39 knockouts in professional boxing matches doesn't know how to fight? How the fuck is that? How is that possible? How is it possible? You think so little of the sport of boxing that you think that somebody that does not know how to fight can knock out 40 professional boxers, win a bronze medal, win a major championship and defend it 9 times, defend it 8 times, can get a draw against a former 3-division champion? Are you stupid? You're just stupid. If you believe that, you will believe anything. And I suggest that you look at the problems in your life if you believe that and wonder what other stupid shit you're believing. Of course it will. Of course it is. Of course it will. But I'm going to make myself feel better. This is my live stream. I want to call you stupid. I want to tell you that's what you are. Because I get tired. I get tired of it. I like to respond to comments. I like to talk to boxing fans. I had the best conversation yesterday with Best Fight the Best. He didn't agree with me. He says he thinks he can defend my argument. I don't think he can. But it is a good boxing conversation where the man makes me think about something that's subjective. What's the best way? Who's the best way? And somebody can agree with me. Most people are going to agree with him. Some people will agree with me. But at least it's a reasonable conversation that you can have. I cannot debate Best Fight the Best about whether water is wet. And when you start doing that, you sound like a fucking moron. But more importantly, you are disrespecting the sport of boxing. You are being fundamentally disrespectful of the sport of boxing if you think that Anthony Joshua is the only boxer in the world that has ever done, the only heavyweight boxer that's ever done anything worth anything. Because if you take Anthony Joshua out of the equation, you take Tyson Fury out of the equation, who has done what Deontay Wilder has done? Nobody's even close. Nobody's even close. Take your boyfriend out of the equation. And then judge Deontay Wilder compared to everybody else. Even those guys you were acting like that Anthony Joshua fought. Anthony say, okay, he fought all this great competition, right? He fought all these dangerous fighters. What has Alexander Povetkin done to compare to what Deontay Wilder has done? Nothing. What has Joseph Parker done to compare to what Deontay Wilder's done? Nothing. There's no comparison between Joseph Parker's resume and Deontay Wilder's resume, or Alexander Povetkin's resume and Deontay Wilder's resume, or Dillian White's resume and Deontay Wilder's resume. There's no comparison between any of those guys and Deontay Wilder. But somehow you morons find a way to give credit to them, but take it away from Deontay Wilder. What you're saying doesn't make sense. What you're saying is it's not very bright. But I feel sorry for you. Because those clowns, they know what they're doing. When they lie, when those words come out of their mouth, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They don't believe it. That's why they don't come anywhere near me. They come to you with that foolishness with my name on it. Because you can't come near me. I won't even have boxing discussions with you. Because it's a waste of time. We had a guy get on Best Fight the Best channel talking about Vladimir Klitschko, why Vladimir Klitschko was better than Vitaly Klitschko, and couldn't name who Vitaly Klitschko fought. Couldn't name one person that Vitaly Klitschko fought. But yet, it's just obvious that Vladimir Klitschko was better. How do you know? What's your reason for that? If I started having a discussion with them about Ingemar Johansson and Floyd Patterson and Sonny Liston, and what, you wouldn't even know who they were. Most of you. Fannon, let me go to the super chat. I'll go back. Jamari Moore said, Fannon, the truth is AJ fans have lost confidence in him, but they rode so hard for him they can't turn back. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I also think that there's just a bunch of fanboys out there that's all they know is Anthony Joshua. There was a guy that came to my channel today talking about how Luis Ortiz is a B-rated fighter. Luis Ortiz is he's a B-level fighter? Okay, if Luis Ortiz is a B-level fighter, then Anthony Joshua's never fought an A-level fighter. He's never fought one. Because if Luis Ortiz is B-level, Dillian White's damn sure B-level. Joseph Parker is damn sure B-level. Carlos Takam is C-level. Vladimir Klitschko, when he fought him, would be B-level because he hadn't won a fight in 3 years. And he was coming off he hadn't fought in 2 years, hadn't won a fight in 3 years. Vladimir Klitschko hasn't won a fight since Bryant Jennings in 2014, I do believe. Maybe the same year, earlier the same year that he lost to Tyson Fury in 2015. That fight was in 2017. Brian Jennings was his last win. He got circles boxed around him and then knocked out. That ain't happening to Luis Ortiz. But hey, Jamari Moore, even Hearn is sending AJ to New York to save face for his fighter, but it isn't going to work because U.S. boxing fans, remember, they said about their 8-year plans. I'll never forget that. No, Jamari Moore, they're not. And I'm going to remind them too. This is why we know what the guy's going to do, but he had to take that's too obvious on Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and we're losing this. Because Max Kellerman said, if Max Kellerman says the cat's got a reputation as a ducker, you know you're in trouble. But let me do something real quick, man. I'm in flying off the handle a little bit. I would dare to do a live stream. You bums. Do a live stream, talk boxing with somebody. Do a live stream and talk boxing with somebody by yourself, not 15 of your little boyfriends all agreeing with each other. The cats that do 15 different guys, they don't agree with that shit. They wouldn't even support you. Even the cats that I don't even agree with in the UK wouldn't support that foolishness. Because they realize they got a boxing channel and they got to do something after this. They're like, oh shit, when this goes away, God dog, I got to have some reasonable amount of reputation left. I can't tell them that Deontay Wilder's never fought a top 10 opponent and talk about BoxRec because I look like an idiot. Right. You will look like an idiot. So they won't do it. But you guys will fall for it. But look, man, I got a pyramid scheme I want to run on you guys, man. God dog, I missed a lot of super chats this morning, man. I'm so sorry. I got to go through these. I think the last one I caught was Whose Tube Is It Mine? Stay Ready Boxing. Oh, yeah, I'll go with Stay Ready Boxing. Said, what's good, OG? Salute to my brothers, man. Great combo. Thank you, sir. Johnny John, salute. Thank you, sir. Christopher Journet, yep, I did get that one. Salute, Fannon. Keep it rolling. Good conversation. Much love. Volcanus, yes, sir. I got that. My man, Volcanus, thank you, sir. But I give you another gong. Toot Robinson, my man, what's good? Lauren Bevel, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do remember I read that one. We said, love the communication in the LDBC grown man ish. Yes, sir. Big Dot, yes, ma'am. Big Dot. Hey, let me know, Lauren, if Lauren is a male name or a female name. I know like Lauren Michaels is a dude, and there's other like Lauren Bacall is a female. Just put in the comment section so I know for sure. I believe you're a dude, but I don't want to mess it up. You know, I'm going to make an error on the side of you being a male. But forgive me. I just want to make sure I get it right because I had my girl 1224 who I haven't seen in a long time screwed up for a long time. Hey, Big Dog, it's a blessing to know you. It is a blessing to know you. Sugar Fantastic, my man. What's good? Thank you, sir. Corey Yellowman, salute. Fannon, you and the LDBC brothers keep spitting that truth. Smash that like button. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Michael Johnson, boxing talking more, and thank you for sending me that link. The ranking old boy used in his video were box ranks, overall heavyweight rankings, not the BC. I ain't watched this video. I think I did see this super chat, but come on, man. You know that. Come on. Come on, man. Much love. That's when you know somebody's lying. That's when you know somebody's lying. Or they don't know better. But I happen to know that's a lie. Jamari Moore, it doesn't matter what proof you show. If it's going against their false narratives, they'll use you for all their talking points to their subs. Absolutely. Oh, but they're my subs. Let's get it right. Those are not their subs. Those are my subs. Those are my subs. I got 20,000 subs. Guarantee you, whole bunch of them cats hate every time I watch a video. They watch every time I make a video, and they just signed up to listen to him make their arguments for them. That's my fanboy. I'm telling you, that's my fanboy. I got like 3 fanboys, dog. I could send these motherfuckers autographs, and they would put the shit up on their wall. What's wrong? Oh, what's wrong with you, Fannon? What makes you think that facts hold weight? You and fancy facts. Those facts are not true. Troll talk. Yes, sir. Much love in that super chat, Jeff Marshall. You know how that goes. Oh, CI Sear Eat 357. Forgive me, man. Appreciate you. Michael Johnson, boxing talking more. What do I think of the Ring magazine rankings? Nothing. I think absolutely nothing of them. I think that they are a marketing mechanism for promoters. That's what I think they are. I think that the promoters they lobby with because they're voted on by media. And those media guys that are voting on that get paid, and they get and half of them don't even watch boxing. It's like their second and third sport that they watch. I don't think any of them. I don't think anything of them. I think that they are worse than the WBC. I think they're worse than the sanctioning bodies rankings. Because at least the sanctioning bodies can make a fight. Right? They got some conglomeration of who fought who, what the sanctioning bodies thought, and what their opinion is. And I could go through it like what Ring says. Ring leaves championships vacant. Ring magazine has guys ranked that don't even have belts, ranked higher than guys that have belts. Where the hell does that come from? I mean, I agree with some of their rankings, but where you have a guy that doesn't have a belt, that's not fought any of the other champions that are ranked ahead of the actual champions, how the hell does that work? I think they have that. I think that's the case at welterweight. I think it's the case of welterweight where they got somebody that doesn't even have a belt ranked ahead of guys that have belts. I don't buy them. Muhammad is the one. 40 have come and 40 have fell. Enough said. Yes, sir. Oh, but that don't count. But you know that don't count. They're all bums. They become bums after the fact. Jamari Moore, Fannon, the truth is AJ lost his confidence in him. Oh, they did lose. Absolutely. And I think all they have left is to discredit heavyweights who's fighting and beat all the dangerous fighters. AJ keeps ducking. You ain't never lied. Jamari Moore said even Hearn is sending AJ to New York to save face for his fighter, but it isn't going to work because boxing fans remember what they said about their 8-year plan. I'll never forget. Absolutely. That's the truth. And here's the thing, too. Here's another thing, man. Fannon, they can't tell you who AJ's biggest top 4 or 5 he fought, nor can AJ fanboys can tell you why AJ in the WBC ranking, they not say anything to. Dude, let me tell you something, man. Oh, she's a female? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because they just want to argue, man. And Scott Barnett, you got thrown out of here. What'd you get thrown out of here for? Saying something stupid. American boxing fans are deluded. Where's AJ fight fan? Hey, he must like us more than he likes you. I guess he's leaving. American fighting fans told you he was coming to the United States. Didn't I? Oh, you probably don't know. He's coming to the United States. Where's AJ's next fight? New York, isn't it? Against Jarrell Big Baby Miller, isn't it? We might be deluded, but AJ's coming to us. AJ is leaving you to come to us. Love it, fella. Like we told you, Anthony Joshua was not staying in the UK. You guys are little money. Comparatively speaking, you're peanuts. That's why Floyd never fought there. Canelo never fought there. Because they don't have to. Mike Tyson didn't go there. Evander Holyfield didn't go there. Oscar De La Hoya didn't go there. Because you guys are not a big boxing financial center. And we told you from the jump that Anthony Joshua is going to have to come to Papa. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening. Deontay Wilder is now, let's get this right, in March or in May. Deontay Wilder will be fighting on pay-per-view against Tyson Fury in the United States, and Anthony Joshua is going to be on a startup streaming service. I am not going to have to pay for him. They're giving him away to us. That's how much DAZN thinks of Anthony Joshua. Well, we'll pay you to come over here, but we're not quite ready to charge for you. That might be a little off because they did that with Canelo too. But I'll give you your argument on that one. You wouldn't have thought of it, but I'll give it to you. But he's coming. Was I deluded when I said that? You remember? Anthony Joshua does not need the United States. United States boxing's dying. If U.S. boxing's dying, then why is he fighting an American fighter in America? It is dying. Why is he leaving the UK, who's taking over boxing? Because didn't y'all take over boxing with your 5 world champions? Didn't you take over boxing? Why is he leaving you? Why is he leaving you? If he's taking over boxing, if you guys are taking over boxing, why is Amir Khan coming to the U.S. to fight Terrence Crawford and not Kell Brook in the UK? Why? I loved watching UK boxing. Loved it. Loved the coverage on God, what was that called? It's not Sky, it's the other one, Box Nation. Loved it. Loved the conversations, was really into it. And then you guys started feeling, you new fans started feeling yourselves and talking real reckless and real stupid. Okay? You guys are not running boxing, not even close to it. Of major championship belts, I think the United States has either 16 or 17 major world champions. The biggest money earner in boxing is in the United States. The top 2 money earners in boxing are in the United States. The biggest fights in boxing history are in the United States. And I told y'all that. We told you that. But we were delusional. You know why? Because you don't know boxing. You're listening to Eddie Hearn. You just picked up the sport. You were watching Sky. You were watching Matchroom Darts, and Anthony Joshua. They started playing commercials in the middle of your dart exhibitions. They lied to you about him selling out Wembley Stadium in 3 minutes. Even though they just sold the shit to secondary ticket markets and the tickets hadn't been bought by citizens. Then he winds up, as soon as they change that, not being able to sell out Wembley at all. And the first fight after he doesn't sell out Wembley at all, he leaves you and comes to the United States. Who's delusional? Am I making up the fact that he's coming to New York City? You guys are jokes, man. You're jokes. And you know who's laughing? Eddie Hearn and AJ laughing at you. Those channels that keep making videos about me, making videos about 78, making videos, all that shit, they're laughing at you too. They're laughing at you too. It's a comedy show to them. They don't believe that. They don't believe that. And you know how I know they don't believe the shit that they're saying? Because they're record on a program. They figured out how to upload a video, which means that they're smart enough not to believe something as stupid as a guy with an Olympic bronze medal and who's been watched on TV by 1 million people has never known. It wasn't known. They're not stupid enough to believe that somebody that they know is not known. But you're stupid enough to believe them. And maybe you just don't have the YouTube channel because you ain't smart enough to figure out how to record it. Because it's a lot harder to record a video than it is to figure out that somebody that had 1 million people watch them are known by at least 1 million people. And if you are known by 1 million people, you're not unknown. That if you beat a heavyweight champion to win a belt, you had to have fought a ranked fighter. Matchroom can't play the numbers with AJ in the fights in USO. No, because guess what? He ain't fighting in front of 90,000 people. He ain't fighting in front of 90,000 people now. He ain't probably wouldn't fight in front of them then. Anyway, those channels are paid to Matchroom. Yeah, see, those two, Derek Totter, those guys don't bother me. They are paid. They are paid. I don't worry about those dudes. Those are UK got channels. Well, that one dude you're talking about, I ain't going to mention his name. I mean, I ain't really got any time for him. I'll resubscribe to that other cat after all of this shit's over. Because then I want to hear about UK boxing. I love learning about UK boxing. I think it's a great environment for boxing. They got a lot of great boxing fans, a lot of real, true boxing fans, a lot of good quality fighters that are fun to watch. They're just not taking over boxing. That's just silly. You know what I mean? It's just silly. I can be a Bulls fan, but I'm not going to tell you that the Chicago Bulls are the greatest franchise in NBA history because it's just not true. As much as I would love for it to be true, we had a good run in the 90s. We were the best team of the 90s. But we weren't the best team of the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000s, 2010s, right? That's just not. And I would sound stupid trying to tell you that that's the case. So I'm not going to try to tell you that's the case. Absolutely fan perspective. I mean, it may not forever. I mean, I guess something could happen where that wasn't the case, but it ain't going to happen anytime soon. And it's certainly not the case now. AJ's biggest paydays in the U.S. without having 90K. Exactly. But we knew this. But you think they're going to go back and change and apologize? Think they're going to apologize? Right? No, they're just going to call me. They're just going to call me a liar. Right? I'm just going to call me a liar. It doesn't matter. They made arguments that they couldn't pay $50 million for him. The Zone can come up with 30. You believe the Zone can come up with 32 for Jarrell Big Baby Miller, but you can't believe that Showtime or PBC actually that somebody from the United States could have came up with 50 for Anthony Joshua, 50 for Deontay Wilder. If the Zone is willing to invest 30 in for Jarrell Big Baby Miller, why wouldn't somebody else be willing to just jump to the end and take a gamble on 50 for Deontay Wilder? They're very, very willing to believe 32 million from him. From if Eddie says it, they believe it. But if somebody else says 50 for a bigger fight, they don't believe it. Where's the proof of funds from the Zone? No, it's not real. No, they take it right off the cuff. Even the announcers in the UK suck. No, the panels in Box Nation I thought were really good, dude. Cascos, is Wilder Fury 50-50 or 60-40? I don't know. It depends. If they're gonna talk about if they talking about U.S. pay-per-view, it's shit. If Anthony Joshua has to fight on DAZN, then there is no split, right? If Deontay Wilder was to take that fight and was on DAZN, there is no split. They're just going to have to give Deontay Wilder a set amount of money because there's no pay-per-view on DAZN, right? Maybe they can agree to some split of the gate or some split of, the pay-per-view in the UK. But if they fight on DAZN, there is no split. But if they fight in the US on pay-per-view, do you say Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, and it does 750,000 pay-per-view buys in the US, then it's hard pressed on Anthony Joshua getting 35% because he didn't sell anything in the US. There's no numbers to support what he should get. What are you going to say? DAZN paid me $35 million last time? Okay, well, we'll guarantee your money then. We'll give you we'll give you a $40 million guarantee. Okay, we'll give you $5 million more than you got for fighting Gerald Miller. But we gonna take the percentage because that's how we get paid. I mean, you don't know how that stuff could go. But right now, it's in the United States, man. And we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just speculating. DAZN losing money, period, 15K in viewership. I don't know if they're losing money, they're investing money. If they're trying to invest the money. Now, I doubt when they said they had the $1 billion, right, and all this money to invest in fights for the year, dude, they weren't able to sign anybody. Right? They weren't able to get all of those cards. So if they have a budget and they were going to spend $50 million a year, what is it? Not $50 million a year. What is it? $125 million a year, right? For 8 years, something like that, or $150 million a year for 8 years, right? So if they were going to invest if they were ready to invest $150 million a year, then they could just use that instead of using it for a bunch of fights. They could just use it for a couple big ones, not invest any more money, but still, be able to afford to give Canelo that type of payday or give Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua that type of payday, right? But there's no upside on that. So if Deontay Wilder says, okay, DAZN, what kind of offer would be attractive for a guy that if he's able to do 750,000, if they did 1 million pay-per-views, right, it's $75 a pop. If they just say they got that way, that's $75 million, $10 million gate. That's $85 million. Half of that is grossing it, right? Just say he makes $40 million off of that, which is, dude, if he makes 100, dog, that is some shit that is what Evander Holyfield and those guys were getting paid. So it's not like that shit is unreasonable, which is another thing that gets me. There are heavyweight champions who were not the man in the United States that made $35 million in fights. James Buster Douglas made $24 million fighting Holyfield. Holyfield made 30. Holyfield made $30 million fighting Tyson twice. He made $30 million fighting Evander Holyfield, fighting Lennox Lewis twice. Right? I think he got $25-30 million for fighting Riddick Bowe twice. So if Evander Holyfield can make that much money in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, why is it so hard to believe that Deontay Wilder can make that much money now? It's just a function of how much people are willing to pay for the pay-per-view and how much money people are willing to spend at the gate. This is nothing that's out of question. It's not something that hasn't happened before. This is something that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has done much more than several times. Manny Pacquiao has made more money than that. So it's mind-boggling to me how people can think that it's impossible for somebody else to do it. And their only rationale is that he's never done it before. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought 35, 36 fights before he got that type of money. But it can't happen because it's Deontay Wilder. It's like there's a special set of rules for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is the only heavyweight champion with that many title defenses that could manage to do it without knowing how to box. He's the only guy that can be seen by that many people and nobody know him. It's like Deontay Wilder exists in his own bizarro universe where the rules apply significantly different to him. It's like Dillian White, they live in this universe where Deontay Wilder's a bum that never did anything, but Dillian White is an A-level fighter who Deontay Wilder's ducking. Right? It's funny, man. John Jones, man. If you guys are willing to protect Wilder, I'm not protecting Wilder. Wilder is the least protective of the heavyweights. God dog, how many people you want him to fight? I'm not protecting him. I'm talking about you. Don't switch the conversation. I'm not protecting Deontay Wilder. I'm talking about you. I'm saying what you're saying is nonsense. I'm not doing it for the sake of protecting him. If somebody said the same thing about Anthony Joshua, I would be like, man, are you joking? Nobody would make that argument about Anthony Joshua. The argument that you guys make about Deontay Wilder, nobody that is defending Deontay Wilder would ever make that argument about Anthony Joshua. I'm not protecting Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder doesn't need to be protected from something that's not real. You saying that the cat's not known in the United States is not real. So what does he need to be protected for? You guys saying that he's never fought ranked opponents, that's not real. There's no reason to protect him from it. You saying that a guy that's all of his purses combined in his career is over $10 million is poor, that's not real. The guy made $10 million in his career. Unless he spent all that money, God dog, he's been a professional, for 10 years? If he's been a professional for 10 years and he made $10 million, that averages to $1 million a year. What type of person do you know that makes $1 million a year can be called poor? Huh? There's no need to protect him from that. I'm just pointing out that you are saying something that's stupid. And you should know that. I think I missed a super chat, man. But it's, I love being right. It's like for me, what's going on, Marshall Simmons, LDBC, the truth for 9 in the chat. What's going on? Salute to you. Melvin Jones said AJ turned his back on UK fans. Now we need not support him until he comes to his senses and gets off his high sports. Absolutely. Eric Jenkins for 9. It's so hard to get these trolls to say goodbye. Pound LDBC getting played trolls. Oh. Dog, if you make a video with my name in it, I just think you're a fan. That's what it is. You're a fan. The root word of fanatic is fan. Okay? You love me. You want to communicate with me. You care about what I think. You don't make videos about people that if you don't care what they think. Right? You might think I'm wrong, but you really care about me. You make more videos about my wife wouldn't go on a video about me. I don't have a girlfriend that loves me, and I have never had a girlfriend that loved me enough to consistently make videos about me. Right? That's a stalker. That's a stalker. If I can look at your channel and I see you talking about me for an hour, for 10 straight minutes, you have real appreciation for what I do. You know how, Mayweather says, hey man, love me, hate me, they still pay to see me, so they're my fans. If you don't like me and you still come by and listen to me, you're my fanboy. That's what you are. If you pay for Anthony Joshua's fights, you might as well be a fan of his. I don't pay for his fights. So can't nobody say I'm a fan of his. They give it for free. Now, I take my time to watch it, so I appreciate what he does. He's a world-class boxer. I love watching world-class boxers fight. He got a hell of an uppercut. But you're my fan. You guys are my fans, which amazes me, man. The cats that actually I talk to, like, where's my man? Almighty Law? Almighty Law is not my fan. Me and Almighty Law, I invited him. Hey, man, come watch me. Please. I hope you, hey, man, I really appreciate what you do. Go on, right? I'm asking him to come. You volunteering it. I'm telling you to go away and you won't leave. That's like Michael Jackson was like, God dog, I don't ever want to go to Wembley again. You got 5,000. These people, we try to give them chairs, but they won't sit down. They stand on their chairs. And we gotta drag 5,000 people out a night for fainting. I don't see how they enjoy it. That's what I think about you. It's like I'm asking you to leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. No matter what I do, no matter how much I ignore you guys, you keep coming. I have no idea why you would enjoy it. You don't agree with anything I say. Why you keep coming back? I trust you. If I disagree with somebody 3 times, I'm not watching their channel no more. And that's just the truth. If I disagree with you 3 times, severely disagree with you on 3 different subjects, not just 3 times, not you repeating the same thing, on 3 different subjects, dog, it's not for me. Dude, it's not for you. But you love it though, don't you? You love it. You know you do. You know you do. Ronald think of something going on. Yeah, long Fannon fanboys. Yeah, they're my fanboys. I've got fanboys. The cats that people, dude, they would come and put links in the video. Please watch me, Fannon. Please watch me. I did a video about you. I destroyed you. I had it. These cats are sweating me so hard, I had to take links out of my video. I'd be like, God, dog, man, I'm not going to watch the video. Leave me alone. It's like Ellie said, it's like no disrespect. No, actually, I'm going to say it's like a certain cat with a channel following Adrian Bronner. Adrian Bronner is in a hallway, and this cat follows Adrian Bronner onto the elevator. Right? From the elevator, he's waiting outside this cat's room for him to leave his room. He walks 6 mic in his face, walks down the hallway with him. The cat gets on the elevator. He ain't stopped for nothing. Just going about his business. The cat still got a microphone in his face. Following him down the elevator, out the door, probably into the bathroom. Like, dude, can't you just be like, hey, man, can I have a second? Yeah, I can have a second. All right, just stand still, Adrian. Stand still. What are your thoughts on this? Keith Thurman. Oh, I think that I'll beat him. Okay, great. Thank you. That's out of sorts. And that's why I'm like, even with the subject that we talked on Trill Bison Talk that I'm not going to rehash, dog, some of these cats who are celebrities, I can understand why maybe they might be put off. They might be put off when cats get too much in their space. Everybody deserves their space. Hey, oh yeah, get out of here, man. What the hell is this? Fam, it's that bad for now. Oh, dog, it's bad, dude. I'm telling you, these cats, man, everything. It's bad. With certain people, it's real bad, dog. Real bad. Certain people go away after a little bit of time, dog. But the one particular dude that these cats kept, dude, this dude is obsessed with me. Absolutely, positively obsessed with me. And if I told you I had a brief conversation once, because I saw something up. And I was like, did this dude really just say that Michelle Obama is a man? Oh, wow. Did he really talk about Barack Obama and said that he was married to a transsexual? Oh, that's the type of dude this is. He's crazy. He's just not well in the head. Right? So I was like, okay, the cat's not well in the head. And then I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting that you thought that. Not on the boxing video. I was like, that's interesting that you thought that. And this dude wrote a note back to me like I was a superstar or something. Oh, Fannon. Oh, the great Fannon coming down from on high to speak to me. I was like, are you fucking crazy? I got 20,000 subscribers. I'm not a star. This is a boxing YouTube channel, dude. It's a boxing YouTube channel. What are you talking about? I watch videos. I just don't watch yours because you're an ass. Shit, I know who you are. I just think you're an ass and I don't want to talk to you. I'm not famous. This cat treated me like I was the fucking president. Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm telling you, I saw the video. Yeah, dog, until you saw that. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, dog. The cats, they're crazy. Dude I'm telling you, man, literally not well. That's why I'm like, you guys talk, man, dude, that's the fucker's not, they're not well. The guy that's over in the Asian country, dude, that dude's not well, man. That dude's not well. Like, not everybody has all of their faculties together. And when you just have to find a reason you're obsessed, dog, come on, man. You can build your own stuff, but it's not, I don't know what it is. I mean, I threw him out. That shit, you know how you reject a girl? Like you reject a girl at prom and you're like, nah, I ain't trying to. And all of a sudden they just go crazy there at your doors, like fucking Fatal Attraction. That's what it was. He says like two things to me that were insulting, and I was like, man, bye, block. And after that, daily, weekly, monthly, video. It's like, wow, man. Wow, you're tripping. Nah, the dude is not real. They're not well, man. Damn, can't stop the mods, but you trolls better come with the timeout body bag. Hey, man, I just say time. Oh, you can't time out mods or something? Whatever. I'm not sure. What do you mean? Oh, by the way, what's this? Who is the human peanut? I don't know what you're talking about, homie. Fannon, do you ever show the shit you would get in? I see. If I ever, hey, hell no. Hell no, dude. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. I had cats do stuff with my daughter, man. Really? Over boxing? But, cats going to do what they're going to do, man. For 970, what's going on? Well, what does this do? Nah, dude. Danny Corleone, Michelle Obama's not a man. That's a woman. Those are her kids. You can dislike her, but god dog, man. You can dislike somebody and they can be a terrible person. But when you start doing things that are shit just sounds crazy, more than likely it's crazy, okay? If you think that Barack Obama is a reptilian, maybe he is, but most likely you're crazy, okay? That's what I'll say. If you believe that Barack Obama is really a reptilian shapeshifter, maybe you're right, but the odds are that you're crazy. And you might want to step back and think, okay, he's a reptilian shapeshifter. What difference does that make? And really, should I open my mouth and tell you that I think he is? No, you probably should not. You should probably just say, I don't like him, and keep it moving. And think in your mind that he's a reptilian shapeshifter, okay? Don't actually repeat it, okay? But then again, there are people that believe stuff that doesn't make any sense, but they believe it. They believe it verbatim. Eddie Hearn is a shapeshifter. Yeah. Shout out to what's going on, Matthew Valentine? Too many. Eddie's a reptilian. Now, I might think Eddie is a reptilian shapeshifter. I do believe in him and him and his daddy are on some of that funny old Messianic stuff because of the stories they tell. And I'm like, that sounds a little corny, like a little, what is it? The fish in the hook, like the fish in the hook story, all that. Like, yeah, you seem like you might be doing some little, cornball secret society, cute talk, trying to talk above somebody. Kind of like if I was in my fraternity and I wanted to have a conversation with another noob and I said some stuff that you guys wouldn't know, right? If I said some stuff and I did some stuff, you wouldn't know. If you're not in a fraternity, you wouldn't know, right? And I know that's the case because I would do that. I've just did it, right? And none of y'all know what I said. If there was somebody in my fraternity, they listened carefully enough, they would have known exactly what it was that I did. But you would know. So I believe he may be off on some of that type of stuff. But am I going to follow Harold? What's his name? Icky? What is that? The guy, Icky guy, into these are all extraterrestrial creatures. No, they're really probably just really bad people. Okay. I don't need anything extra. I don't need anything extra. Immigration and the end of force for information got folks messed up. I'm not sure it is. What's going on, Nazir King? Fannon, what's good, brother? Have you heard about the WBC and how they ordered white Brazil for the interim mandatory? Now that seems like that's the move that they seem like they're trying to do. And that's smart for the WBC. The WBC is going to move. Look at all the people that they ranked. They're building their own little tournament. They got all those fighters. They got Joseph Parker in the rankings. I think they got Povetkin in the rankings. They got Dillian White in the rankings. They got Tyson Fury in the rankings. They got Luis Ortiz in the rankings. They got Deontay Wilder in the rankings, right? So these are all, and this is why you people who don't think, why do you think all those guys are all of a sudden ranked in the WBC? So the WBC can order them to fight each other. And now you're having pay-per-view in the United States, big money pay-per-view in the United States, and those guys have built their names up, right? Now they're going to be fighting for the WBC. Dillian White, Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, Joseph Parker, Joe Joyce. Who's Joe Joyce fighting? You just said who do I think? Joe Joyce, Bermain Stavern, right? They're going to build a nice little heavyweight tournament in the WBC, and they're going to get paid. While the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF got Fujimoto ranked. I mean, don't get me wrong, dog. I know that the sanctioning bodies be full of funny business, or full of strategic funny business, but so is Ring Magazine. You realize Ring Magazine has not found an excuse to give anybody but Eastern Europeans Fighter of the Year for like 5 straight years. 5 straight years. They gave I think they gave Alexander Usyk. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they gave Alexander Usyk Fighter of the Year. Did they? If they did, and they gave Vasily Lomachenko it last year, right? Vasily Lomachenko had a better year in 2018, in my opinion, than he had in 2017. But and Usyk did the same thing that Terrence Crawford did, but somehow they managed to give it to Vasily Lomachenko instead of Terrence Crawford. But now, instead of giving it to Vasily Lomachenko, they give it to Usyk. I don't believe their rankings are, they got their reasons. And plus, I've been paying, unlike certain people, I've been paying attention to boxing long enough to know who Dougie Fisher and Steve Kim are. I know what Dougie Fisher is going to vote for. I know what Steve Kim. If you believe Dougie Fisher and Steve Kim's rankings are real or are more valuable than the WBC, see, I can't give that to you. Okay, I can't make you go back and read boxing articles on Max Boxing or Dougie's Monday Mailbag when he was on Max Boxing and Steve Kim's conversations about boxing. You all probably don't even know who they are, or realize that, damn, the same dude who was with Max Boxing is now writing articles for ESPN. But you want to give credit to things that the Boxing Writers Association of America do, but you don't read boxing articles? I know who the guys are who are boxing, who are voting. No, I don't credit that crap. You're not going to convince me that this Mauricio Suleiman's sanctioning system is any worse than Dougie Fisher and Steve Kim's. Get out of here. Dougie Fisher, Steve Kim, I bet you Larry Merchant can easily be a member of the Boxing Writers Association of America. Larry Merchant, come on, man. I know who the guys are. But y'all don't know who the guys are. But you want to give Ring Magazine some credit? Dougie Fisher? Dougie Fisher is the guy that ran Floyd Mayweather Jr. up a pole for years. Steve Kim is somebody who was pretty much on record saying he would never cover PBC fighters. These are the main guys predicting the downfall of Al Heyman in the PBC. Dougie Fisher was pubbing up is the next great thing. Edwin Valario over Floyd Mayweather Jr. Right? Talk about a bird in the hand is worth something shit in the bush. Edwin Valario didn't do anything. Could knock you out, but Dougie Fisher's always looking for the next great guy that I can discover. Like he discovered Chocolatito, and most of you boxing fans don't know who Chocolatito is. And since you don't know who Chocolatito is, that's why you don't rank him so high. No, I don't rank Chocolatito that high because his defense is his face. He gets hit too much. He's throwing a ton of punches in a matter of time before somebody beats him up and stops him. I don't like how he fights. You like rock'em sock'em robots. You gotta remember, they had Roman Chocolatito. Now think about this. They never built up. They had Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez is number one pound for pound over Andre Ward. And they had Manny Pacquiao over Floyd Mayweather Jr. What happened to these guys? What happened to the guys that they said were the pound for pound best guys? Both of them wind up flat on their face. The guys that they were hating on never lost in their career. Andre Ward never lost. But they didn't pick Andre Ward. Their rankings had Chocolatito ahead of Andre Ward. Their rankings had Manny Pacquiao over Floyd Mayweather. Why in the world would I credit them? But you want to quote their rankings. Well, what Ring Magazine says is, who's the editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine? And what's his history? Who did he work for before he worked for Ring? You don't know, do you? Because you're giving me your opinion. My opinion is 40 years of watching boxing and reading a bunch of articles by a bunch of guys. Kevin Iole is in the Boxing Writers Association of America. He ain't never found anything good to say about the PBC. Even if you did pay him, I don't think Kevin Iole would say something positive about him. But Kevin Iole got a vote on the Boxing Writers Association of America's Fighter of the Year. But you think they're more credible than Mauricio Suleiman. You think it's more credible than a system that actually might require fighters to fight each other. Okay, whatever. Fannon, do you ever attend live fights or interview fighters? I attend live fights and I have interviewed fighters. Yes, I do, but I do not know when I go to a fight, I'm never going to tell you that I'm there. I'm going to sit down in my paid seat and watch the fight. I'm going to walk by the cats with cameras and you will not see me. I'll see you, but now you might see me because I started putting my face on camera. So the next time, maybe somebody will recognize me if I go to Dallas. But I've interviewed two fighters. I've interviewed Regis Prograis and I have interviewed Errol Spence Jr. But that's it. I like to talk about boxing. I'm a boxing fan. I don't want to mix the two. I don't want to mix the two. I'm not going to put – I don't want to mix the two. What about Reg Gutteridge? I thought he was good. You got to point me to some articles that he wrote. The name really doesn't stand out to me. And I'm not saying that there aren't cats that are good, but like Keith Idec writes some stuff that I like, some stuff that I don't like. Keith Idec laid a big fat egg last week, though. Big fat egg. He wrote an article about the scam, Gervonta Davis's fight against Hugo Ruiz being a scam because he wasn't fighting Alberto Machado. And now Alberto Machado should be the WBA super champ, right? Gervonta Davis wins his fight. Alberto Machado gets knocked out. So a question answered. You want Gervonta Davis to fight him now? Okay. The night after, 2 days after he fought that fight, or the next day after he wrote that article, only one of the two of those guys held a belt with the WBA. Zeus. That's Zeus. Fannon will walk in by fedora and trench coat. Are you Fannon? Sorry, I don't know who you make reference to. I may be. And with my family, be well. Exactly, dude. Be well. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. He's just done picking up the mattress. Hey, Dad. Can you come here? Can you come here? I want you just to show them that mattress is right there. They're coming to get this mattress right here. That big one? Yeah. So just walk. I'm gonna fit. Okay. Thanks. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that, man. We got a new bed, man. So I had to take care of that real quick. Sorry about that. But I'm about to get out of here, man, because I think KQKC or somebody else is going to come on. I don't want to overstay my time. I did that yesterday. Loma Tank will be Tank's Floyd versus Oscar. It's his superstardom fight. Yeah, man, it'll be a good fight if it happens. Put Zeus, maybe he wants to add his opinion. I know what he thinks. He said, I'll bite them fools. Tell them stop hawking me. Them cats be tripping. Fannon, order a deep dish fish in the best piece in the world to my New York dudes. Hell no. Oh no. Chicago. Yeah, Chicago pizza. I like the thin crust Chicago pizza. The Baronis, and I like Baronis and shit like that. But cats gotta like what they like. Look, man, I appreciate everybody showing up to the chat. Melvin, AJ turned his back on UK fans. Now we need to support him till he comes to his senses and gets off his high sports. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, that's way up there. Okay, no, I didn't miss that. I just went way back. Okay, see you in Dallas, bro. Interview more fighters. Dog, do you see how Andre Ward just went with Fred? I don't want to be having them type of conversations with cats. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious for me. I want to talk to y'all. I'm cool with talking to y'all. All right, y'all. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. And look, I'm about to get up out of here. Peace. Oh, before I do, please subscribe to the Patreon, man, so we can have these non-boxing talks on Patreon. I didn't do that now, but I'm looking to get 2 Patreon cats a day. And it's hard to get that quota, boy. It's hard to get that quota. But I'd hope that you support me over there. It's Patreon for non-boxing. It's Patreon for non-boxing. Appreciate it if you could you check me out over there. And with that, I'm out. Peace.